Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Batman from the Blackest Night Build-A-Figure wave. As always, we're going to be taking a look at the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. The front of the box looks like the side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. All right, and then let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, they do come with a card, so the front of the card looks like the back of the card. It does come with, well, no accessories, but it does come with this, of course, a stand, a regular stand. And this is part one, or the first part of the Build-A-Figure wave for Atrocitus. It does come with the hands. So this is the hands here. This is his left hand. And I won't go too much in detail because, as I mentioned, I'll be showing an overview of the Atrocitus itself after I build him. So this is his right hand with the right fist. All right. Now let's take a look at my boy Batman. And yes, he is my favorite character, superhero, I should say. Been waiting for him, and last but not least, of the Build-A-Figure for Atrocitus for the Blackest Night wave. And right off the bat, come on, look at that head sculpture. Just look at that. You cannot deny that looks so good, man. The skin, the skin ripping out of his mouth, the teeth, the tongue that's actually gloss. Has a bit of a gloss paint to it, so it really does stand out. But the teeth look menacing, and the skin, all that deformity of the skin looks so good, man. The head sculpture in terms of the actual Batman looks clean, not much going on, pointy ears, but that mouth looks really good, man. It does have white eyes. They're kind of dotted eyes, you know, they're traditional white eyes, if that makes sense. They're more of like dots, but nonetheless, though, it still looks good. I really dig this head sculpture. Articulation, left and right, good. Up and down, really good. Fantastic sculpture on this. Again, look at that detail on that mouth and that skin right there. You can see that looks really good. Shoulder articulation, it's there, but it's limited because of the piece right here. Bicep, come on. Oh, I can put this, there we go. Bicep articulation, it's good. Elbows, good. Wrist, good. And then in terms of the arm detail, in terms of the sculpture, it has like kind of textured material similar to Atrocitus, where you can really see and notice it right here. This kind of look to it. It's also present here, but it's not as defined as Atrocitus. But nonetheless, though, it looks very good. That's pretty much it in terms of the arm, though. The gauntlets, again, look simple, clean. That blue look to it. Kind of looks purple if you look at it at a certain angle, but it looks clean. The hands look very cool. That menacing look cool to it. I really dig it in both hands. Let's take a look at the torso articulation. Very good in terms of articulation. Really good. And of course, a big stand is going to be that cape. And look at that pointy cape right there. And look at that detail right here. Look at all that detail. All that detail. And of course, the cape in the back looks clean looking. In the back, it looks clean. From the back, it looks clean. But from the front, though, all that texture look to it. Looks like it's kind of, what's that word? I can't think of it right now. Molt? Not molt. I can't think of the word. But anyway, it just looks that it's just been underground for such a long time that the cape started deteriorating a little bit. But again, it looks so good. The back looks clean, but the front of it looks just dirty. All the mold. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for, mold. It looks so dirty, but it looks good, though. The Batman logo with the Black Lantern logo on there, it looks very good, very clean. In terms of the torso, not much going on to it, but I gotta say the head sculpture looks very good, man. Looks very good. Detail here, again, on his neck look very good. Everything else, again, cool, clean-looking arms. They look good. The cape looks very good. I like how it's ripped. Again, I'm a sucker for the cape. Kind of looks like it's all beat up and torn, and it looks very good, though. I gotta say, upper body looks really good, man. Very solid piece. It gives it that gritty look to it. I dig it. The one thing I do wish I did have a little bit of scrapes on there too, on the the arms and whatnot, almost like it's kind of ripping. If that makes sense, I think that would have looked much better. Like it was kind of torn right here in some spots, not a whole lot. And you can see a little bit of the skin, and it has that kind of skin like this to it. I think that would have looked really cool. But again, nonetheless, so it's still a good looking upper body though. Take a look at the belt. Has that design right there, black. The belt, it is a bit of a downer. It doesn't look really too much detail, unfortunately. It's clean. I mean, it's there, but there's not much to it. It's a good opportunity to kind of add some to it, but it is what it is, though. Leg articulation, it's good. Knees, good. Mine's a little stiff. Ankles, good. And, of course, toes, good. So, in terms of the leg detail, not much going on to it. Similar texture material that's on here is also present on the legs, too. But and also the design, obviously, consistent right there. But in terms of the sculpture, again, not much going on to it. Not really defined to it. So it is unfortunate. The boots, though, I do like that color. It looks clean. It does have some scrapes to it. You can see right there. Even right there on the torso. Very, very cool. I really, really... Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. But like I was saying on the legs look very good. I do like the scrapes right there. Very cool on the legs. Not much going on in the boots. Pretty simple, clean looking boots. But this, I noticed that this leg has some kind of scrapes here. You can see right there. But the right leg is, you can kind of see them. They're not as present as compared to his left leg. But you can see a little bit of markings there. So in terms of the legs, though, they're kind of not much going on to it. But the main standout is going to be that face. So that face or head sculpture looks really cool. And that paint on the mouth looks very, 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 very cool. I really dig it. And everything else, again, cool looking body. I like it. As I mentioned, I wish this skin was present on here. If the actual suit was kind of ripped a little bit, and you can see a little bit of the skin like that, like this, it would have really stand out though. But nonetheless, so in terms of the head sculpture, top notch. In terms of the upper body, very good. Legs, kind of disappointing, lackluster, not much going on. But that cape looks very cool, man. I really dig the cape though. I really, really, really dig the cape though. I like this figure. Now, the main question is this worth your purchase or not? I would say, I think for this figure, I think it looks very good, and yes, I would highly recommend getting it. I think retail price for this figure, it's a good figure. It looks good. Articulation's good, except for the shoulders, very limited because of the cape. But again, the paint's good. As I mentioned, lower body is not the greatest. It's very plain, simple, but the upper body looks good. The Batman logo looks good. The head sculpture, I'm telling you, if you see this in person, you're going to like this, like it a lot. And to me, I think for $25, where you get this figure, and of course you get the parts for as trust it is, I think it's a very good deal. In my opinion, it's a fair price. Now, I say fair because compared to this figure, compared to Deathstorm and Superman, oh, there he is right there, Black Lantern Superman, I think it's, when you see those figures, and you see this one, you'll be like, okay, it's good, but I wish, like, there's so much potential with this figure, if that makes sense. Like I mentioned, I lost my train of thought. If the costume has some scuffs to it, some torn parts to it, and you can see that skin, I think it really would have popped more, and definitely would have been up there compared to Black Lantern Superman or Deathstorm. Unfortunately, it's not, so not a big deal, but nonetheless, so I think it's still a good looking figure, and I still would recommend it. And for $25, again, you get a good looking figure with build parts figure. I think it's a good deal. That's a fair price, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me on this figure? Do you plan to purchase this figure? Or did you already purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So that includes an overview of Batman from the Blackest Night, Build a Figure Wave, and on to the next one.